Wife posted a picture of or a video of Isla getting her birthday gift. Turned 3 the other day.
Yes.
She posted a video on social media.
Car.
Yep.
Is it a tractor?
No, it's not a tractor. It's a
Is it
go-kart.
a truck?
It's a go-kart.
Go-kart?
You want to try it?
Yeah. Is it still loud?
It's not loud. Doesn't make any noise. Put your head up. Get your hair out of your way.
No, can we go to the racetrack? Can we go to the racetrack?
Come on.
Okay. They have the flag. They have it.
Flag
Stays
stays
on
in the
there, honey.
car. That's how.
Oh.
That's got your number on it. Number 7.
Number?
Yeah, your number 7's on. You're number 7.
I'm number 7 now.
Yep, number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch that gas pedal just yet,
Why not?
because you'll take off, and I want to buckle you in.
Ready to rock?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's so cool. Can you follow me?
I'm right here with you.
Go ahead.
Let's go to the racetrack.
NASCAR and NBC reposted it, and I was getting text messages from even Dan Patrick.
Really?
Yes. Stuff like I'm nervous to post stuff like that because I don't want to be too, hey, look at us, look at our amazing life. But and Amy says, hey, why don't you post it? I'm like, well, my account's a little different than yours. Yours is more personal. Totally cool. Go post it, right? You feel me?
Yeah.
Does it make sense to
you?
you?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I guess, everybody kind of wants to know how she liked it, right? Obviously, the video appears like she loved it right off the bat.
Which can we say before how she liked it? I just want to say, we had this conversation here last week, and you drew big distinction between a go-kart and a race car. It was not a race car because it didn't have decals on it. However, as we saw it.
It came with decals. I couldn't take them off. So
and a flag.
Yeah.
And she did want to go straight to the racetrack.
Straight to the racetrack.
That was the best part.
She's pretty clever. So she doesn't know how to steer. All right. She knows her left hand from her right hand. She knows her left foot from her right foot. So I can tell her to go left, go right. But she doesn't know that the wheel will do that for her. She hasn't connected all that yet. And that'll come in a short period of time. So funny thing. She hops on it, and we have this is her first electric vehicle, right? These are kind of common for kids. At some points, they're going to get an electric vehicle, right? Mash a little gas and go.
I was surprised that she knew how to mash the gas, to be honest with you.
We've had
she just went off.
We've had some electric vehicles like hand-me-downs, right? From Kelly that were Wyatt's.
Okay, that's
or
where she picked it
TJ
up.
Majors give us one or whatever, right? So we've had a couple, and some friends have sent us some stuff. But she'll mash the button and go and it'll go and she'll stop, right? She doesn't understand that she doesn't think in her head I want to drive over there, so I'll mash it and go over there.
Right.
She just hits the button and goes a little bit and looks at you and goes, hey,
How'd I do?
It went somewhere. That needed the button. So she would hit the button for a couple seconds and let off, and a couple seconds let off, and I'm like, all right, if you want to drive over there, let's go, just follow me, and she'll follow me. So she finally got it going, but she couldn't put it together to follow me. She had to turn the wheel. If I walked over to the left or to the right, she would need to steer to go that way. And she would just keep going straight, and as it's headed toward the grass, she starts going, Dad, no, I don't like it. I want off.
That's it.
Yeah. And it would drive into the grass, and she would get upset and want off. And I'd be like, hey, it's okay. Drive it out of the grass. Here, turn the wheel. Just drive it out. Nope. Want off.
Sounds to me she's a drag racer.
I'm done.
Sounds to me like that, she's just going to go straight just for 4 seconds at a time.
Well, she originally asked if it was a tractor, and I think, I could totally get on board with that.
Yeah. She maybe she's a farmer. So anyways, we got a long way to go before she figures out kind of how that thing works and how to use it right. But
so you haven't exactly booked time at Millbridge yet for a test.
as soon as she wanted off, shortly after the end of that video that everybody saw, she hasn't been on it since.
Oh, really?
No, it's not like hey, come on, let's go. Let's figure it out. Let's go.
You kind of want to. Not even a little bit.
It's plenty of time, man. She's 3.
It didn't bug you a little bit that she just wouldn't grasp the steering?
Nope.
All right, good for you.
My expectations weren't. I didn't have any.
That's okay. I think you did though.
She's-
But that's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, she's real good on a scooter, and she knows how to get the scooter to go where she wants it to go, so she can go around the. We have this paved racetrack we used to race go-karts on, so she knows how to use the scooter to do that, but she hasn't quite figured out what the steering wheel does. But it'll happen. It'll come in time, and we tend to buy her gifts that are just a little bit too advanced. My sister bought her the cardboard fort thing, right?
Yeah.
It comes in a box. It's just square sheets of cardboard, and you piece them together to make a fort. It's real simple and cheap. And I mean, if I was a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kid, it'd be amazing. It'd be a lot of fun, right? And I get it out, and we're playing with it, and she just doesn't. She's like, she understands what it is, but it ain't like the coolest thing she's ever seen.
What is the coolest thing she's ever seen? What is her go-to toy?
So I built this fort in the hall, one big center main room and 2 tunnels, right? So you could access it either way. Put this whole thing together, and she piddled with it she went in there and sat in there and looked around and went, hey, I like it. Yeah, it's cool. And then didn't fool with it the rest of the day.
Did the flute show up?
Yes.
How's she liking that?
I have not given it to her yet. I forgot to give it to her.
The key to
I think Amy might have hit it.
The key to really appreciating a gift is to get the gift.
I know, but I told Amy that I was getting her a flute, and Amy was not happy about it. So maybe Amy hit it. And
Between the race
out of
car,
sight, out of mind.
The race car and the flute. Yeah, you definitely were going with some ballsy gifts
Look,
there.
Mike, I do whatever. She handed me this little wooden tube that was a part of another toy, and she's playing it like a flute, and I'm like, do you want a flute? Are you playing a flute? And she goes, yeah, playing a flute. Yes, I am. And I'm like, well, you want a real flute? And she goes, yeah. So I went on Amazon and got her a $11 flute, and so that's easy for me to do. I don't,
Are you going to give it to her?
I will give it to her. God. So I got a bouncy house. She likes bouncy houses. She'll put some time into that.
Yeah.
I got her a neat one. They're cheap too, I thought. I mean, cost about it. I bought it for what I think one would be cost to rent.
For you to call it cheap, that's something, because you are cheap by nature.
It was $600.
Oh, I thought that would have been way more
and
than what
it's
you were
12
willing
by
to spend.
12 foot. I thought it was pretty good
That's
price.
nice. Yeah. That's nice.
And I'll tell you this. It lasted the entire day with 10 kids pounding on it constantly for hours, right? And it's still working. Feel good about that investment.
Put the bouncy house at a 90-degree angle and tell her the only way she can get there to the bouncy house is if she drives to it.
No.
She'll be steering that thing, boy, all the way. You'll see Flair's Earnhardt just coming out of her.
Life is best lived in motion. And that's why Tire Pros gets you ready for all your driving adventures. Whether it's along corners and curves, across city and state lines. Because we're more than just tires. We're auto care too. Tire Pros, so you can focus on the road ahead.